Hello everyone, this is your teacher friend from the Philippines. This is James the PH teacher bringing you another Flosstube video update, and welcome to Flosstube number 79. It's the 10th of November. It's midnight here in the Philippines where it's very quiet and all of the people are sleeping except me, and it's a good time to film a video. And usually I do put out flush video update 2 to 3 weeks apart, but since I already have um, worked on 5 whips, might as well um, film a and put out a video or flush update. I already shared to you last week what happened or what we had experienced. Um we experienced earthquake, and then this week, particularly on the northern part and the middle part of the Philippines, typhoon just got through on the middle part of the Philippines, where there were flash floods, and many have died because of that flash flood. And right now we are experiencing a super typhoon, which already have hit the northern part place of our country. We are fortunate enough that we live here in the southern part of the Philippines, where we rarely experiencing typhoon coming in, but we also have thunderstorms and floods and that. So um, we are praying that all who are affected by this calamity will be safe and will be able to rebuild their houses, as well as um, to be okay. So since Christmas is approaching, so it's a bit sad on what happened. um, we just have to hope and pray that everything will be fine. So that's it. That's my life update and the life update of what is happening here in our country right now. And let's go back to the stitching, which you always want to see. So I have here 2 out of 3 projects that I've worked on for this week. So I have 2 Fancy Ladies Bella Filipina, and I have 3 full coverage, and 1 is a new start. So let's start off with my Bella Filipina whip. So the first one is Mayari, the deity of the moon. I also shared on my last video that I wanted to work on with some of my Bella Filipina whips that are not included in the 25 whips in 2025. So that challenge is on hold, and I might be doing that one in 2026, or change up a little bit, but for now it's on hold so that I can share many whips on my year end whip parade. So the first one is again Mayari, the deity of the moon, so one of the celestial deity of Bella Filipina. This is stitched on a 14 count Ada fabric. No, yeah, this is Zweigart fabric, which is the color is royal blue. This is 14 count, 2/1. So I added her arms, and also this hair verse, and also this one. So that's the progress. So if I happen to stitch her again and put that again to stitch, I'll be going to stitch or add stitches on her dress, and also you have here on her wings. So I also have two of her companions, which is um, Tala and what's the name of this? The other one, Hanan. So probably I'll be stitching them in the next weeks. So far this is the progress of Mariari. Next is this beautiful mermaid from Bella Filipina. This is Urduha, and this is stitched on a 14 count Ada fabric, and this is stitched on 2/1, and this fabric is hand dyed by yours truly. So let me show you first the face and her hair and the upper part of her body, and then I just stitched this one just this Sunday afternoon, and I added the stitches and also this one. So on this it's like a ombre, no, so from light to dark, and this one is a this has two colors, so I just put out one half stitch for the color 3857, and then the other one is the 3371, so which has an effect on this one, an ombre effect, I guess. So the one you are looking, or the blanks here, are mostly beads and threads. This is a heavily beaded portion of the design, but I really love her, and I really love the background or the color of the fabric. So that is Urduha from Bella Filipina, and recently Bella Filipina has another release of their 10th anniversary, and that is La Catria, which is a also a big and a gorgeous design. So here's the picture, La Catria. So those are the two Bella Filipinas that I worked on, and next week I'll be choosing another two. And let's go to my full coverage projects. So let's start with my first one. This is Heaven and Earth design. This is from Amy Stewart, and this is the Beachcomber's Bounty. And so this is the progress of the Beachcomber's Bounty. I also featured this one last week, where I had about 600 stitches, and then after I filmed, I worked or made some stitches, and I did stick to stitches one for 2 to 3 days, and I did enjoy stitching this one, thus adding 2145 stitches, including the 600 stitches last week. So right now I have made 14,279 stitches and 4.38%. So I worked on this part. So that's it. I really enjoy doing it, and I'm very excited to fill out this one just like what I did on this portion. So that's the progress of Beachcomber's Bounty. Next is a new start. So I previously mentioned that I wanted to um, UFO one of my full coverage. So I decided the mini Victorian garden to be shelved for a while, to be a UFO, and then replace it a new one. And this is a chart from Heaven and Earth Design, and this is designed by Jeff Hayes, and this is stitch also by Siske Stitches and the Max Color Stitches, and this is Catnap. So this is stitched on 18 count Ada fabric 1/1, and this is so far my progress. And as you can see, you can see a bit of the face of one of the featured cats there. So this is the cat's winking eye, one winking eye, and this is another one, and this is the nose. So of course did really enjoy this one because I've added 1600, or I made 1621 stitches, and I am at 0.91%. When I was stitching this one, I wanted to complete this part to see the face of the cat. However, I was reminded that I have other full coverage whips that I need to stitch. So far this is the progress of Catnap by Jeff Hayes. Next one is a full coverage chart from Heaven and Earth Design, and this is from Dominic Davison, and this is the mini Colmart Street, and this is stitched on 18 count Ada fabric, and so far this is the progress. So again, as I've mentioned on my last video, I decided to change up a little bit on the challenge where um, when I usually touch or stitch a full coverage whip, I should make at least 1,000 stitches, and then I decided to only retain that challenge on my old whips, and then I decided to make at least 500 stitches on the new full coverage that I've started this year and last year. And so far this is one of the full coverage whip, and I added 753 stitches, and I am now at 4.98% with 3,756 stitches made. So it's quite a bit confetti, but I so far uh, did the challenge of more than 500, or at least 500 stitches on my newer full coverage webs. So I hope you like all of the webs that I have shown and the plans for next week. So I'll be starting a new one on Wednesday, that is November 12th, which is my birthday, and this is my birthday new start. And then I'll be choosing old full coverage whips such as Mini Deer Creek and the um, sh- Princess Asleep to stitch on next week. and then two other Bella Filipina. It might be another Celestial Queen and the Aquila, the Queen of the Sky. So those are the plans for the next week, and I hope also to have at least 5 whips on that week and make another video for next week. So that's the plan. And everyone or most of the Flosstubers that I've uh, watched who stitches full coverage are now um, joining the Hey 2026 sal or Heaven and Earth 2026 sal. I still don't know if I'm not yet decided to join, but it's tempting because if you happen to finish the first page, you will get an exclusive Amy Stewart design. So mm, I'm still in the edge, or I'm not yet 100% sure if I'll be doing this sal. And also I also observed that they are also having this Flosstube frenzy where they've chosen uh, Flosstubers, and then if and then they assign each of those Flosstubers with their whips, and the when there is an update on one Flosstuber, then they will stitch. So I'm also tempted to do that one. So probably I'll be doing that one if I'll also be designing that one next year. And I was thinking that when certain Flosstuber uploaded a uh, new Flosstube update or regular Flosstube update, I'll be what do you call this? I'll be making the stitches based on the number of minutes. So for example, uh, it has 15 minutes, so I will be stitching 150 stitches or 1500 stitches. So, or 150 stitches, or if it is an hour, it will be 1000 stitches. So that's just not a plan, but mm, my brain just suggested on having that one. So it's not yet final, so I still have to work on with whips that are out of the 25 whips that I've chosen, and probably next year. So if you like this video, what do you think, guys? Or let me share what you are stitching in the comments down below while watching this video, or any questions or any comments or anything that you will share, kindly put out in the comment section. And happy stitching, everyone.